All right, so I'm going to be going over if the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 is still worth buying in late 2021. Now, I can tell you out of all the Samsung phones that are out right now, because I own most of them, this is the best one you can get. Now, the phone's got some crazy specs on it. I've kept it in the box, so we're going to do a little unboxing once again on this phone. Also, if you want to check out our full review on our website for the Note 20, I will throw a link in both the description and comments. Now, the design on this phone is incredible. It's got the triple lens back camera, 64 megapixels. The back of the phone is actually plastic. It doesn't really look like that. This is the 5G model. So it sells between $700 and $800. Now, that's really the only downside to this phone, is that it's a little bit more pricey. However, you know, the display on it's incredible. It's got a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Plus HDR display. I mean, it looks crazy. We're actually going to check out some of the video quality out and sound quality in a second. I wanted to show you S Pen. Now, this is one of the coolest features on using a Note series phone. I mean, you can do a lot of cool things. You can create notes, you can draw, you can give your phone controls. And, you know, it's a feature that personally, like, I kind of used, especially like over the years on these Note series phones, but you know, it is a really cool thing to use for sure. So I mean, you do have the S Pen, you can control the camera for taking pictures, and there's a lot of cool things you can do with you know, S Pen. You could probably spend about 5 or 6 minutes just talking about it, but I'm going to throw it back in here so we can kind of keep things going. Now, the front of the phone's got Gorilla Glass, which looks really nice. You're also going to notice this phone really has no notch, so you're pretty much getting all of the display on this phone. Now, I'm going to pull up a couple pictures I, just took of my Beats Studio Buds. I mean, I've been using these earbuds a lot because, I just got them in. But just showing you some of the quality as far as cameras go. The Note 20 has got one of the best cameras out there, and it's incredible, honestly, especially for zooming in on pictures. Samsung in general, they have some of the best camera phones out there, but this is like, one of their top flagship phones, so you got to expect it to be good. I'm actually going to throw up a quick clip here on Battlefield just so we can check out some of the quality for watching video. I'm going to make sure it's turned up all the way, so let's check this out for about 30 seconds. All right, so when it comes to watching video and the sound quality, this phone is just hard to beat. Now, the next thing I want to do is throw up a couple games, probably play for like a minute of each. I'm going to start things off here with Street Fighter. Processor-wise, this phone's got a Snapdragon 865 processor. I can tell you that it's an extremely fast phone. I mean, no doubt about that. I think the only other thing I really haven't touched on is the battery life on this phone, which is really good. I mean, when you get it up to a full charge, it'll definitely last throughout the day. And I think this phone actually has a better charge on it, or battery life, than the Galaxy S21, and that's from, like, personal use. Anyways, let's get into this. I love this game. It's just kind of like a, a fun third-person fighting game, Street Fighter. You know what it is. All right, getting some of those kicks in. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that was a nice KO right there. So, personally, being a huge mobile gamer, I mean, this phone is just, it's awesome, for just about everything. I mean, it's not these third-person fighting games. If you're playing first-person shooters, which we're going to check out next, I'm going to play some Into the Dead 2. I mean, the phone is incredible. Another thing about the Note 20, it's probably going to be good for the next, 3 years. I have no doubt about that. I mean, it's a phone that's going to hold up really well. So even though you're paying a lot of money up front for it, if you kind of factor that over the next 3 years, it's really not that bad. Plus, you got that great camera, huge display, sound quality is good. You got S Pen. There's just a lot of cool things this phone's got going on. All right, so Into the Dead 2, you know what it is. I love this game. It's a first-person zombie shooter I play all the time. we'll get into some of that survival mode, and then right after this, I'll give you my final thoughts for using the Note 20 going into the rest of 2021 and beyond. All right, so bottom line, is the Galaxy Note 20 still a phone worth getting in 2021? Absolutely. It's one of the best Samsung phones you can get. It's got a great design, great camera. The display is huge. It's 6.7 inches. You've also got S Pen and a bunch of other cool things. If you want to learn more about this phone, like I said, I'll have a link in both the description and comments for the full review on our website. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.